guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to do the Jaclyn Hill Ride or Die makeup tag. Now I've seen this going around YouTube and I thought it'd be so much fun to film. There's so many great new products that come out every single month, and you guys know me, I literally love to try anything and everything. I will seriously use any excuse I can to shop for makeup, skincare, hair care, you name it. But at the end of the day, there's always those products that I know no matter what I can rely on. I know that they will never let me down, and so that is what this tag is all about. So let's jump right in and I'll show you guys what I picked out. So the first product I have is the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer. There's a whole line of these and I've literally tried them all. This one just happens to be my favorite out of the line. This is the base hydrating one. I personally have oily combination skin, and this one just does such an amazing job at evening out all of my skin, my bumps, my fine lines, and just really helping prep my skin for my foundation. The Pink Radiance one is also really nice, as well as the mattifying one if you have oily skin. So next up is foundations, and if you guys have watched my most recent two videos, you're probably sitting there thinking, oh god, she's about to talk about that Urban Decay foundation again. And as much as I love it, I just haven't had the chance to use it as long as I have this one, simply because it is a newer product. I do still love it, I do still use it every single day. However, this I have been using on and off for 2.5 years. This is the Estee Lauder Double Wear. I love this foundation. I know that no matter what, it's always going to give me the coverage that I want, the blendability, the color's always perfect. I just love the way this looks on my skin, and no matter what, this is always something that I make sure I keep a backup bottle of in my makeup bag. So next up is somewhat of a newer product, simply because I've never had a concealer that I've been completely in love with. This is the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer Cream, and I am obsessed with this, you guys. I have never, ever in my life loved a concealer like I love this guy. I've already ordered like backups for my backups of this. I think the color is amazing. They have such a wide range of colors on this. The applicator is so neat. It's like this little rounded triangle, which is perfect for getting in corners around your eyes, around your nose. It blends out really nicely, and the coverage of this is amazing. This conceals my dark circles better than anything else that I've ever used. So for setting powder, I have to preface this by saying that back in the day when I first got into makeup, I literally had no idea what setting or baking or any of that was. And then when I kind of figured it out, I was setting my really dark foundation with an even darker powder foundation. So I was not only cakey, but super duper dark, and I looked like an insane person. Like, I'm happy and sad that I don't have pictures of that. Like, oh, such a bad situation. Thank God for YouTube, because I literally have learned so much. And now I use this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. This is my 3rd or 4th container of this. It is just such an amazing product. It's very finely milled, which I love. It has a tiny bit of a tint to it. It dispenses through these little holes on the top, and I just kind of tap it into the lid. I use this for setting my whole face, for baking, for setting my under eyes. I will even use this to lightly dust on my eyelashes before mascara, just to kind of help the mascara stick and build it up even more. So for blush, I actually got torn between two. My Benefit Coralista, I have literally been wearing that forever. And then this one I picked is the Nars Impassioned. I love the formula of this blush. I think the color is so pretty and so unique, and something that I could seriously wear every single day. And I also love to pair this with one of my other Ride or Die products, which is the Kat Von D Shade and Light Contour Palette. Now for highlighters, I did not choose this because it is Jaclyn's tag. This is Champagne Pop by Becca and Jaclyn Hill. The reason I chose this is exactly what Jaclyn explained in her video. If I could design my own dream highlighter, this would be it. I love the peachy pink color. I love the champagne undertones. I think the formula is amazing, and anytime I wear makeup, I always use this highlighter. I kid you guys not when I say that this is my 10th tube of Urban Decay Perversion mascara, and I'm about to go on to my 11th. I try new mascaras all the time, and I always come back to this one. The bristles on this are perfect. They're really fluffy and thick, which is perfect for building tons of length and tons of volume. And the formula is super duper black, which is really nice because when you put it on, it almost looks like you have false lashes. Speaking of lashes, you guys know I've talked about these a ton on my channel. These are the Vegas Nay by Eyelashes Easy Elegance Lashes. I love these. I always go back to them. They are my all-time favorite lash ever. I literally have like 20 pairs in my drawer right now, so they are definitely a ride or die item for me. The eyebrow category was really difficult for me. I got torn between the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow and then the Brow Definer. I chose the Brow Definer simply because with the Dip Brow, I feel like it's really easy to go too heavy too fast, whereas with the Brow Definer, it starts off really light and then you can build it up if you need to. And I also really like that you have the product on one end and then you have the spoolie on the other to kind of brush everything out, so you have a tool and a product all in one. So for eyeliners, I actually have two different products. The first one is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil. This one has half and half in the color Demolition, which is a rich brown, and then Zero, which is their classic black. These are super creamy, super pigmented. They glide onto your skin like a dream. They're not gonna tug, they're not gonna pull. I use these for my waterline and they're absolutely perfect. I also will sometimes use them to tightline the top of my eyelids. And then second is a eyeliner that has saved my winged liner game. Before this, I literally never wore winged eyeliner because it never ever came out good, you guys. Like, I would ruin so many makeup looks trying to apply winged liner. It was so bad. But this is the Kat Von D inked liner in the color Trooper. This is perfection #1 because of the color. It is so black. Like, it is the most pigmented black liner I've ever used. And the tip of it is perfect. The tapered tip for this makes it so easy to apply because you can go really light on the tip. Like, you can make it almost like as thin as a pencil line, or if you lay it down a little bit flat, you can go thicker, and then if you lay it completely flat, you can go even thicker. Like, you can just control everything with this, which just makes it so easy. It's just the best like liquid eyeliner pen ever. I haven't seen anyone talk about an eyeshadow primer in their videos yet, but I did want to mention one here today. This is the Urban Decay Primer Potion, and it is for sure a ride or die makeup item for me. Anytime I do an eyeshadow look, especially a dramatic one, I always put this underneath. This helps not only for me to blend the eyeshadow out better, but it also makes the colors pop, and it really makes it last a lot longer as well. Now for eyeshadow palettes, this one was tough because I have so many and I love them all, but I did want to pick one that I know can do everything, so I wound up choosing the Morphe 35P palette that looks just like this. Now the reason I chose it is because you have a really nice blend of warm neutral shades on this side and then some really cool tone purples on this side. And I feel like with this palette you can do everything from casual looks to really dramatic looks. And I love the mix of shimmers and mattes and the different formulas in this palette as well. So moving on to lip products, this is the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Lip Pencil in the color Turn On. And just like the Urban Decay eyeliners, this is super creamy. It's really pigmented. It glides onto your lips like butter. And this color Turn On is like the perfect pink like lip color to me. I seriously wear it with everything. For lipsticks, this is Pink Center by Lipstick Queen. I actually wore this on my wedding day. I found it at Ulta like 2 or 3 days before my wedding. #1, this is the smoothest, creamiest lipstick formula I've ever tried in my life. And the color is out of this world. Like, I love this pink color. It is the perfect pink I've ever seen in my life. I mean, obviously I love it. I wore it on my wedding day. And then for liquid lipsticks, hands down, Ride or Die Doll Parts by Jeffree Star. I know everyone else is like on the androgyny train, but for me, Doll Parts is way better. I love the way it looks so much more on my skin. That's Doll Parts right there. And I just, I love this color so much. And the formula of this is, to me, this is the perfect formula for liquid lips. Last but not least for lips is lip gloss. And you guys know if you've been watching me for a while that I'm not a huge fan of lip gloss. However, the only lip gloss that I've ever loved is the NYX Butter Gloss that looks just like this. This one is in the color Tiramisu, and I think it's so pretty. I'll actually swatch it for you right here. It is the perfect pinky nude color. The formula of this is really buttery, just like the title says. And I actually bought this in pretty much every single color, so that should tell you how much I love it. And then finally, to top everything off, is setting sprays. And for me, MAC Fix Plus is totally my favorite, ride or die. I've gone through so many of these. This is just my little travel one. My big one is floating around here somewhere. But to me, this just sets my makeup so perfectly and it lasts all day long. That is all I have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing all of my ride or die makeup products. Don't forget to let me know in the comments down below what yours are. I would seriously love to check them out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will talk to you next time. Bye. Renaissance palette that I convinced myself I didn't need. So obviously I bought it. I've been using it ever since. I am obsessed with it. The colors in this palette are perfection. They are so gorgeous.